I have some big hair.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, friends.
Welcome.
It's Kelly Freer.
Danitza Halverson.
And you're joining us for
Corner of the Market.
We're so happy you're here. Oh my God, what a beautiful day. Thanks for turning the air. I thought it was going to be cooler today.
Well, I think it's supposed to be like 85 degrees.
I know. God, I love California.
I know, right?
For friends, if you're not in California, we pay for it, but it's amazing. It really is.
Right?
Yeah. So how was your weekend? Like, what's going on?
Well, my weekend, we had Orthodox Easter, which was amazing.
Yeah, that's right.
So, we've already discussed this.
Yeah.
It's a Julian calendar.
Yeah.
But we all have the same.
Yes.
But anyway, it was so wonderful. But had the whole family there except for my son from New York.
Breaks her heart all the time.
I know, every time. But it was beautiful, and I got to spend time with my mom, and I'm enjoying that time with my mother.
Seriously, treasure it.
82, whatever-ish. She probably doesn't want me to tell you that. But,
we don't want to share our ages, but,
But, and I know that you lost your mom, but like you
younger
always say,
than expected, but
enjoy the moments that you have with your mother and your parents because you never know. And
why is it always like Easter and Christmas and why we really reflect on those family
should do it every day.
I know, you should do it every day.
Here's the thing. I do it every day.
You actually do it
but
every day.
Most
and
people
then
don't.
Some.
And you should.
Yeah,
so.
and I was remote from my mom. So I moved away and only a few hours, but my sister did a lot of the work. Those daily tasks that you do now, like I didn't, and I would try to jump in, but you just get more and more removed, and it's really weird.
But enjoy your parents while you can, because I think it's so important.
And we're leading into Mother's Day, so we'll wrap up with that.
Yes.
Yeah. So
that
was not planned.
There you go. So let's talk about the market.
Okay, it is amazing.
Yes,
it really is.
I agree.
Yeah, it's crazy. We're going through, we don't talk rates. You all know we don't. If you've been joining us, we don't talk rates because we can't. But rates are amazing. We'll be generic.
Yeah.
They really are amazing. And we're going through this little refi boom again. Not
time to
so
refi.
Much. It is.
It really is. If you're going to refinance.
If you have mortgage insurance or you're thinking about doing cash out or home improvements or any of that, now really is the time to do a mortgage review.
Yes.
Yeah. And think about what your options are, because we are doing this little kind of mini, I don't even want to call it a refi boom, because when we did a refi boom and it slowed everything down, I mean, it was really crazy. We're not there. But if anything, any reason you might think about refinancing, now's the time to
if nothing else, it's the time to talk to us.
Yes.
So that we can evaluate, because sometimes you don't think this is the time, and it is.
And it's good. And we have no crystal ball. We talk about it every week. But we're going to do our best to advise you on, that we're going to give you the best information we have today based on the knowledge we have. Yeah. We just try to keep it real.
Things are changing all the time.
Always.
And so you really always need to be connected. Kind of like you need to be connected to your CPA, your massage therapist, your doctor,
make sure you do the physicals,
your nail lady, and your loan officer. Because we're always
it's quality of life.
Saying.
But honestly, it actually
and your health
it's
coach.
a balance. Yes, your health coach. You're like that. Yeah,
but
all those
these are things in life
Business
that
coach.
You should always be connected with, because it's just good to know the information of what's going on in the market.
Well, I'm always, I always come back to I was a bank manager for 20 years, and I can't help but be a financial coach. And I always think when people go in and they do a financial review and they're meeting with their financial advisor or they're meeting with their CPA and their mortgage doesn't come up, I mean, like, it's your largest debt. That's our first plan.
Yes.
And so you should really have a plan for when or if you want to pay that off, or if you want to buy your retirement home, or whatever your future retirement plans are. That is your biggest debt. We talk about paying off your
100%.
credit card, but if you're thinking of your retirement and you're like, I want to retire at this age, well, we won't talk age because we don't do that.
No.
But
it's
you
true.
have a date in mind.
You need to talk to your financial advisor, and you need to talk to your loan specialist.
Yes.
Because
and
the
hopefully
two of us
work hand in hand.
Yeah. Well, we work with everybody hand in hand.
And we try. Yes.
But I think that is a key thing. And a lot of people don't realize that when you're talking to your financial advisor.
It's your biggest debt.
Yes, it is. And you should be talking to us as well as your financial advisor.
Yeah.
Because every year things change.
And
right?
I talk about it all the time when I'm doing business planning or coaching at the beginning of the year. I'm like, okay, do your mortgage review. You all should do a mortgage review.
Yes.
And myself included. And I did this year, and I made some changes. And my house is 19 years old. It's time. Everything is due to be upgraded. It's 19.
Well,
like I'm
you
like,
have
how
a beautiful
long does
house.
I'm very fortunate.
Yes,
and happy
it needs upgrades.
When does the AC go out?
Right.
When does it? And you just have to be ready for that.
I agree.
And it should be part of the plan,
I
then
agree.
the payoff. If you're possibly nearing retirement age, I'm not saying I am, but I'm just saying if you are possibly, then that should be part of your financial review.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yes. So
okay,
anyway,
let's
talk about the market.
I do. I have one quick thing. What was it? It was really great, and I was like, I'm gonna definitely share this. There's an upward trend. Nope. That wasn't it. Review. Gosh, talk amongst yourselves.
No, it's hey. You know what the thing is?
It was really great. What
are we talking about?
I wanted to share.
Well, it's okay. You'll find it. You'll find it. But so last week we talked about, FHA loans and how amazing they are. And I love helping, so many people that have gone through, like we said, low credit scores, short sales, foreclosures,
it can be anything that ever happened financially in your world.
Wonderful program. Yeah. So this week we're going to talk about conventional loans.
Yep.
And
keeping it basic, back to basics almost.
It's the ideal loan. So if, I would say around the 660 to 680 credit score, if you're putting 20% down, you're going to be good. Yeah. But if you're in that lower credit score, putting less than 20% down,
it changes the game plan.
It does, only because your mortgage insurance is going to be a lot higher.
Let's go into a lot of detail. That I'm going to wrap up one more thing in the market.
Oh, sorry.
Thanks for coming.
I wasn't sure that you were.
I appreciate you.
I was just,
it was right there and highlighted.
Oh, okay.
And I, skipped it. Did you know the job market keeps strengthening and wages are increasing at the fastest rate since the Great Recession, and so which should support housing demand going forward. So we literally have the best. It really is the best of all worlds. So we finally have everything kind of flattening out. So our market keeps improving, it's strengthening, it's amazing, but wages are improving, which hasn't always happened.
I know, which is wonderful.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, for so many people.
And it varies across the nation.
Of course.
It's funny though. I look at, I have the daughter in Alabama, and her, it is hit and miss. So her the minimum wage there is so much lower than California, and we're skyrocketing.
What is housing there?
But the housing, depending on the pockets, which is a little interesting to me, that where she is in Tuscaloosa in the college, it's a hot market, so their values are kind of high.
Well, it's a demanding area.
It's a demanding area, and then nowhere near California though. The values and the prices are nowhere near California. But we literally are double almost the minimum wage.
Well, when you look at like a friend of mine, their family bought a house in Tennessee, right? My dream home. It was I don't know. I'm could be wrong. Around 3,000 square feet with a basement.
I'm sure.
About an acreage. You have the beautiful driveway. This beautiful scene, right? It's $280,000.
You definitely can get that back there.
But they don't get the California weather.
They don't get the California weather.
I mean, it's
a
lifestyle.
Big. The bugs are really big.
Oh.
And they have
let's talk about lunch. We had this one fly bugging us, and I was ready to kill him. Like I couldn't have a big old mosquito.
I wish you could have.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is a little different. And so you kind of get what you pay for?
Yeah.
Is that our bottom line?
100%. Yeah. I mean, that is what it is. So we're going to go back to our conventional loans
so
now?
back to being prepared. So there's so much. So conventional is, what's conventional?
Well, it is a loan that,
it's not any of our government programs.
It's not a government. If you put 20% down, there's no mortgage insurance. There's no attached lifetime mortgage, upfront mortgage insurance like FHA. But again, you can't have the bankruptcy and the foreclosure and all that with the time frames.
They have to be older.
Yeah.
Right.
But
it's kind of a really perfect scenario. It's not a huge loan, which we call jumbo. It's not a government program, FHA,
Right,
VA,
right.
USDA. You probably are held to higher credit standards. I mean,
Absolutely.
the credit score goes low.
We
but
do.
If you're not putting 20% down, it's not pretty.
If you're in the lower credit score,
in the
right?
lower credit
so
score,
like I
right.
just did a scenario the other day, and I did an FHA and a conventional. And the thing is my client was more payment conscious. Like she wasn't really worried about long term because she's young and she's probably gonna live in it no more than a couple years and then upgrade, right?
makes
so
sense.
for her it was payment.
Yes.
Well, she kind of had a lower credit score. So the conventional mortgage insurance, that's your monthly mortgage insurance because you're putting less money down,
Less than 20%.
was in like the 1.25%
Just
for conventional.
huge
That's a
monthly
lot.
payment.
If you're buying 300,000 or 400,000,
Should we
can you
back
imagine?
up?
Yeah.
Just we've talked about this a lot. Mortgage insurance, just to give the general
Yeah.
breakdown, is it's any time a lender is not getting the borrower is not putting at least 20% down.
Right.
You have some kind of mortgage insurance. It can be private mortgage insurance, FHA, VA, USDA. Somebody is insuring that loan because you don't have much skin in the game. That's the bottom line.
Right.
So we need to know that it's insured, just like an auto loan, just like any other loan.
Sure.
We need insurance because it's a little riskier for the financial institution lending.
Right.
And so when we say mortgage insurance, it can be private mortgage insurance,
Yes.
government mortgage insurance, FHA. I mean, there's so many options. But the bottom line is we need some kind of mortgage insurance if you're not putting 20% down. And you can do it as a monthly add-on. You can do it as a one-time up fee. If you're in the government programs, it can be either or both. So that's what mortgage insurance is. So we're looking for 20% down.
Yeah, and in government, it's always there. I mean, in
It's there.
FHA, it's
so
always
VA,
there.
it's an upfront fee, and you can do 100%. But we've talked about this in our first week in this series. So you 100% loan, but they're insuring the loan. FHA, you have an upfront fee and a monthly fee.
Conventional,
Private,
if you're putting
private mortgage insurance.
less than 20%, it's a monthly fee and not an upfront fee. But I think the long story of this whole thing is it really depends on your situation and where you're at. Like I have some first-time home buyers. They're okay paying a little more because they're looking at long-term and they want to get rid of their mortgage insurance. And so that's a good thing for them.
Yes.
But then we have some of those low credit scores that they're really concerned about.
And that monthly insurance on lower credit scores for private,
Yes.
for a conventional loan that requires private
Right.
mortgage insurance, that monthly fee can be
Yes.
notable.
And we will have a mortgage insurance specialist here.
Yeah.
We're hoping next week if we can. But
I hope so. That would be really great.
Next week, and that way they can really explain how that works.
We shouldn't.
Well, I mean that's their job, but
Yeah.
I mean
We just do, but yeah.
But I
It
mean, a
is their-
conventional loan,
it's
the
their
great
area of
thing about our
expertise.
conventional loan, every county is different. So because our podcast and Facebook post is all over,
Yes.
we're not going to give you specifics on what loan amounts are in your area.
They vary so
They vary,
greatly.
but it's a
Oh my
conventional or what we call high balance. So the nice thing about it in a conventional loan is when you have great credit scores, you're going to get the best rate.
Absolutely.
You're nowadays we have so many great internal systems that don't require you to give us our bank statements, don't require you to give us
so
your
minimal.
income, as long as we have all these automated things. And if your company actually is a part of this,
participates in these.
yes, then we can just request it, and if it comes back, you don't need your income.
I think
your
I was going to
assets, and
mention.
all
I think at the end, one of our fifth week, maybe we should go into how those systems work,
Yeah.
because I know there's a lot of fear around how we validate or verify information,
Right.
and I think we could maybe
yeah, we could.
go over some of that.
But I think the great thing with conventional loans is if we do put 20% down, right now in a purchase in a conventional
Ideal
loan,
scenario.
you could possibly get what we call an appraisal waiver.
It is.
And that's exciting for that program. So you could be purchasing
awesome.
a home. It doesn't happen to everybody, so just know. It just depends on the value you're buying your home and
How much you're putting down.
your
overall
credit
scenario.
score.
The market, the area.
Yeah. But what's an appraisal
But it
waiver
happens.
means is that we don't require an appraisal. You could always require the appraisal and say, I don't want the appraisal waiver. And then there are times where you can just say, I'm good, and we can close that in 10 days or 12
And
days.
you've talked to your realtor, you've talked to your lender.
Yeah.
I mean, you've gone over the value. You've probably done a lot of research on the value in general as an individual. And so there a lot of times people, I've never had anybody say they don't want the waiver.
I've had one.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
That's interesting. What was their thinking?
Let me tell you. Actually, they were in the industry, and they really, it was a unique area.
That makes a difference.
And so the unique area gave an appraisal waiver, but they really believed that the house was worth less. And the appraisal came in less.
Yeah.
That's why you, as the consumer, you have the right to say yes or no.
And you should be educated and make sure you ask a lot of questions.
And that's why we, as your loan officers, will not just say, accept the appraisal waiver. We're going to explain to you what that means, and then you can decide from then. If someone tells you, oh, just sign the waiver, no.
If they say just sign anything.
Yeah. You
Never
need to
just
understand
sign
what you're
anything.
signing and
Yeah.
why. I think it's important. I mean,
I agree.
yes, it
It's your
makes your
biggest
loan, your
financial-
process, it makes everything
Yeah.
go smoothly, okay? But as a consumer and as a loan officer, a seasoned loan officer that we are, you know, our job is to educate you on what that means. But ultimately, you make
your
the
decision.
decision, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it does make the process go smoother. And if you feel good and your agent feels good and you feel good about it, then yes, sign it and you're going to close a lot faster and there's less conditions on your loan. But I think it's wonderful that, you know,
it's great that it's an option because there is so the just to back up a little, the appraisal waiver, the way it comes in is these loan programs are getting so much information about appraisals. So they only do that when a lot of information is coming in for that market, that area, and they're like, okay, that makes sense. If this is your purchase price, it fits in line with that. Not saying it's always right, as you said, this one was not. One of them.
It was one.
Yeah, and but it generally speaking means
Yes.
it's probably in line with the industry for that market, so they feel good about the size and the property and everything, and so it is making the job a little bit easier when you get them. And like you said, we don't get them a lot, but it does happen, and it's really, really nice.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
And I
if
mean,
we all feel good about it.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, the conventional loan obviously is, you know.
So that and
A great
the basic
program.
terms, I guess we should have said. So conventional loan is in your market, and that's your geographical zip code.
Yep.
There is a loan amount that up to a certain amount is called conventional. And so not the purchase price. That's where people get, especially, a lot of people get confused. It's the loan amount is considered conventional. That means we are held to Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, Ginnie Mae, these really specific guidelines that are really set and very just known. And if you're falling in that guideline and you're putting 20% down, it's what's considered a conventional loan.
Yes.
If you go over the limit, the conventional limit for your area, you might go into high balance, and then you go into jumbo.
But we can still do high balance.
And high balance is conventional. Let's make it more fun. Yeah, let's keep it interesting. Just talk to your loan officer.
High balance keeps you in, but you know what? Here's the thing. That's when you call us. We're not going to get into detail.
It's a lot of information, and it is geographically, every single area is different.
Yeah.
And there's a few states that the high balance or conventional is much higher. There's a few it's much lower.
Right.
So it really is reaching out to the loan officer that you value and trust and has a lot of knowledge.
Which would be us.
It would, of course.
But I mean, the thing is about being educated, and that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
Is at least
that's the reason for this. Yeah. Really.
We're giving you some tools to at least ask the question.
Yes.
Right? so that you can really be educated. As professional loan officers, we should give you all the options. Even if we feel that the option is not the right option,
Yep.
we should give you those options.
100%.
And if a loan officer is only giving you one option, that's not good.
No.
No, I think it's important.
And I tell my clients all the time, if you're not asking me a lot of questions, especially first-time homebuyers, like ask me a lot of questions.
Yes.
Because especially, I'm going to give you the whole layout in the beginning.
Yes.
And then we're going to break down each piece. I want you to ask me so many questions, and ask the same question over and over is absolutely okay.
Yes.
Because it is a lot of information,
is.
especially if it's your first home.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we really value
just so you
that.
know,
Or
like,
reach out to us.
As a conventional loan, you can buy a primary residence, you can buy an investment property, you can buy a second home. The max units is 4 units.
Yes.
After 4 units is considered a commercial loan.
Yep.
So that would be a whole different thing. We are residential. We do residential loans. You can give 100% gift. You can be a non-occupant co-borrower, which means that you're my child
Yay.
and I'm your mother, and I
just
could
fun.
be on the loan knowing that I have my own house, but I can help you buy the house. It'll be your primary residence, right?
Yeah.
Get the picture.
And this comes into play a lot more now than ever, because
a lot.
prices are high,
Yeah.
and it's really tough to, especially your first home.
Yeah. So the nice thing is you have parents, grandparents, everyone. They can help you in so many ways.
Yeah.
And so that's the part I love.
We have to get strategic and advisory
Right.
and really go
But
through
we're going to give you
your
the
entire
options.
Yes.
We're going to give you the
Yeah,
options.
give us your situation, lay it all out there. Like, tell us everything and your future plans and what you're looking for and how that might look and how long
Yes.
you're going to be in the house. And that allows us to give you a great
Yes.
scenario. And so when we talk about conventional loans, of course, it's the like end all be all, because
Yeah.
you can go, the term can be anything. 30 years, 25 years, 20
Yeah,
years, 15 years.
15,
so
exactly.
depending on your life plans, we can help set that time frame up and give you the right loan term. But you can put down anywhere from 3%.
3%
to
for
whatever.
buyer to whatever
Yeah,
you want.
as much as
And
you want.
The more you put down, it can help your rate at times.
It can
Or
help
I
the
should
rate
say your
and the
payment,
pricing.
everything.
The payment, the pricing, it can help everything.
Yeah.
So you really want to disclose all your options, but that is the end all be all. I mean, we all
Yes.
want to be, not all, I guess I shouldn't say all, it's very generic, but we ultimately want to be in a conventional loan, low debt to income, low rate,
Right.
with an end goal, be it your end goal is moving to your retirement home,
Yes.
retiring,
Yes.
share all that with us so we can help get you set up for the future, which
So-
is our ultimate goal.
If anyone is looking to purchase or refinance or just need some advice, make sure you
Mortgage
contact
review.
us. We
Yeah.
would love to help you. That's just, it's
That's
in
what we
our
are.
blood.
And it is. And if we're both licensed in California, looking at other states, but ultimately we're going to help you and we'll set you up
Yeah.
with whatever market
Whoever you
you're
need.
in, and we'll
Yep.
make sure you're taken care of and make sure you get the advice you need. But reach out, because it's your biggest investment in life.
And people are afraid. They're like, oh, like I have a client right now. She's like, oh, I don't qualify for anything. I'm like, are you kidding me?
hear it all the
She
time.
was shocked. I'm like, yeah, you qualify for like 500,000. Not that she wanted that payment, but she was like so excited. So don't be afraid. It's not a scary thing.
And you can reach out to us. You don't have to be closing in 30 days.
No.
Like, we don't
No.
care.
Yeah.
6 months, 9 months, a
Exactly.
year. We're going to work with you
Yes.
and see you through that process.
Yes.
And any great loan officer is going to do that, because
Yes.
we're just not in it for tomorrow. We're in it for the long
So
haul.
glasses are going on just to make sure
Okay.
I have comments here. But
Yeah.
you continue on so that I can see
Okay,
what's happening.
so I don't know if we have our motivational quote for the week. We
Yes.
started just ever so slightly late this week, but we're still working through things.
Yes.
This is one of my favorite places, though. But I do think it was really fun at the golf tournament, and I'm over my cough, or the medication's kicking in. So unlike last week, most embarrassing or
Right?
whatever, but
Oh,
you
it's
know
okay.
what? Yeah, it's so bad. So business tip of the week. that I always do this, and then a specialty, Danita does her motivational. But this one really goes in line with talking about planning and that conventional loan and really having an end goal, be it pay it off, sell it, retire, move to a beach in Mexico, whatever that is.
Right.
Talk to your loan officer. That would be us. But have that goal in mind and make sure you have it set. So the business tip of the week, but I think it really relates to everyone, is more important than how much money you make is how much you keep. Every month, take a close look at your business and personal expenses and cut those things you don't really need. So that goes along with mortgage review.
Yeah.
Like if you can lower that payment or lower the
I
interest
agree.
and have that life plan, if you can cut out little things that set you up for your future plans better than you were yesterday, isn't that all of us? That's our goal, right? We just want to be better than yesterday every day.
I agree.
I don't think we can be perfect. Well, I mean, we should strive, but you and I, yeah, especially, it's probably not going to happen. Perfect might not be on our list, but pretty damn close is pretty fun. We'll work for that.
Yes.
That should be our goal.
So before I say my quote, like there is one thing about our industry that I'm so proud about is that we are the most giving community
Agreed.
when it comes to real estate and mortgage.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You and I have done several charity events.
Yeah.
We just went to the Apex Golf Tournament, which we talked about.
so
helping
amazing.
foster children. That was amazing.
That was one of those that tug at your
Yes.
heartstrings, and I
Yes.
didn't even realize it, and it was to the degree it would, and it was really amazing.
But we are always giving. Like every event that we go to is a charity event. I have one tonight.
Absolutely.
The Giving Circle. And it's a group of these amazing professionals, and they have collected all year long, thousands of dollars, and now they are going to decide on where they're going to help people. I mean, they go from the homeless to you name
all
it,
over the place. Yeah.
to children that are with a special disease. It's
and you pick it every year.
every
Like
year,
what? Yeah.
right? So tonight we're going to this charity event that I've been working with this wonderful family for the last 10 years. Shelby and Lee Bennett. I had to say that.
Shout out.
But they would never want me to say their name, but I did.
But we did.
Sorry.
It happened.
And I'm just saying that our industry is the most giving industry. Like our company,
It genuinely is.
Our company, well, we talked about it. We went
Yeah.
for Christmas and we gave, amazing gifts to people
yeah.
in California, Paradise. I'm sure you've
fires.
heard about the fires. But it is seriously probably one
Well,
of
just what we have lined up. So tomorrow's Friday.
So
yes,
tomorrow.
it's been kind of crazy. So
Yeah, we're going to
tomorrow
golf
we have a
tournament,
golf tournament. It
and-
sounds like a rough job, but it's really fun. We start early, we end
Yes.
really late, and we do it for an amazing cause.
Right.
We
They're
still work. We
always-
still do the work in the morning
Yes.
and work at
Yes.
night, and we're on our phones doing
Always,
this.
always a great cause.
But we actually really
Yes.
proud and excited.
Yes.
And then I just signed up for the Susan B. Komen. I was a
Susan-
little late.
Susan G. Coleman, the
oh my
cancer.
gosh.
So we are all trying to raise
We have
money.
our team.
We have
You'll
our
see that on our
evergreen team.
Facebooks.
We're super happy.
Yeah.
But we're all going to walk for the cure. And if anybody is interested in donating, please go to our Facebook
There's
page.
not a better cause in the world. I mean, it's
How many of
amazing.
us know
Oh my
someone
gosh.
that has? I just have a
I don't
dear
know
friend
anybody
that,
that does
just found out she has cancer, and she worked in our industry, and always she always took care of my clients' credit when they had issues, and I was so emotional when I found out that she has cancer, but she is doing this publicly. She has her blog, and she's sharing this because we all need to be aware of cancer and whatever.
It affects everybody. My
everyone.
mother-in-law passed away. Two of my
My
of
father died of
agents
cancer.
Just told me
Yeah.
one's breast cancer, one's another type.
Right.
I'm like, it's something you hear about every week, and we just all want to just eliminate it. And it's causes like this that really make a difference. And so,
if
we're
you
super
would
proud.
give even $5 helps.
Yeah.
Go to either Kelly's page or my page. I've got a link there. Kelly does too. Just kind of scroll down on Facebook and donate. We would greatly appreciate it. All the funds go to the Cancer Society. Nothing to us. And then we're going to
And
be
we'll
at
be
the
walking.
parade. So we're going to do a live video
Yes.
there.
Yes, we
that will
will.
be on the day before Mother's Day. So
Yeah,
we're excited
really
about
excited.
that. But
We'll do a little special video posting.
Yeah.
Yep, we'll stream a little bit live on that.
So I'm gonna. Should I tell you what my quote for the day was?
Let's do this.
Wake up, smile, and tell yourself, today is my day. And you know the thing is,
I like that.
you know why I like it?
I kind of
is-
did that today.
Yeah, because you wake up every morning and you choose how your day is going to be.
You really do.
It doesn't matter what's going on in life and how things are going, but I wake up and choose
It
every
is
day
a
to
choice.
be happy.
It is, but it is. I think so many of us forget, and sometimes myself.
Yeah.
You wake up and you forget it's a choice, and you're like, oh, I have a cold.
Well, we
Or,
get caught up
I
in-
have.
yeah.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
There's so many things, or work, or a meeting, or this and that. But it really is a choice every single day to wake up and decide how that day is going to go. And it's funny when you walk out of that house with that better attitude.
Your whole day.
Well, I might be crazy saying this, but you hit more green lights. You don't get stuck by the train.
True.
When you make that choice that
True.
every day is going to be better, you're a little more on time. Your coffee's a little hotter. I mean, it's really crazy that I think you kind of call out your destiny.
I agree.
And so you call out
You
that
control
today
it.
is going to be amazing.
Nobody can control your day but yourself.
Yeah. And I'm not going to lie. I'm not quite as positive every day. Some days I'm like, oh no. No, this
And that's
day.
when you call me.
Yeah, that is sometimes like Donita. But no, I mean, and sometimes you do need that reinforcement.
We
That's
do.
actually a great
We all
sign.
need it.
And sometimes
That's why
you're
we
like,
have our friends.
yeah,
and
you need
our
that.
lifeline is what I call them.
Yeah, you need that, and
Yeah.
you go, oh my gosh, and
Yeah.
you're like, really, your life? You have to
Yeah.
go golf today?
Yeah.
That's not my
That's
bad
not-
days.
yeah.
I'm just saying. But some days you have to be reminded that you have the most blessed life, and it
Absolutely.
shouldn't be that way ever. But everybody has a day they have to be reminded that we have the most blessed.
I saw a video. I know we need to finish, but I saw a video of this young man.
We can say your
And he
talk.
was He worked for a moving company, and something happened. I don't remember. He takes a bus or whatever, and the bus didn't make it, so he walked 20 miles to work, like literally through the fields and through the woods.
It's like
whatever
back
not.
at our old
yeah.
our parents'
And
old
someone
stories.
videotaped it, or something happened, and he came to work and he did the moving. Well, people found out about it. All these moving people, they told their boss or whatever, and they ended up buying him a car. It was probably the worst day for him to walk 20 miles.
Being the best day.
And it was have
I
our
do
struggles.
it most of the time.
Yeah. We all have our struggles.
No, I do. I am a very positive
Just
person.
like my dear friend
And I'm
Rachel that's
super
going through
happy.
cancer, she is now sharing that and trying to be positive. So, you know what? We appreciate you all so much.
Oh my gosh. Make it
this
an
is so-
amazing
yes.
week. Give where you can
Yes.
to any of the charities we're a part of or whatever. Just
Or
give
help
back.
a neighbor or help someone.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah,
It's
make it
important.
positive. This was
Yep.
about conventional loans, and we
I
somehow
know.
made it like
But
make
you know,
it positive.
conventional loans is great. We are here to help you. Please let us know if we can help in any way.
and keep it positive.
yeah. All right,
All right,
everybody.
friends. Have a
Donita
fabulous week.
Halverson.
Kelly Frere. Make it a great week.